Namo Buddhaya. Blessings to all of you and a very hearty good morning to everyone. On this Sunday morning, we are going to do the puja and meditations and Dhamma discourse. And today we are going to dedicate the puja for your well-being and happiness, and for the well-being of all the people who are suffering from corona, and for the happiness and well-being of all beings. So with this, we will now start today's Sunday Dhamma program.
Namo tassa samma sambuddhassa echa buddha tetaca echa buddha nagata paccuppanna ca e buddha yangva dhammi sabbaddhana me saranang anyang buddha me saranang varang edena Vātute jaya mangalang uddhamang ena vandehang vādabhang suvarottamang buddheya buddhagamatutam mamang buddhang yavanibbana pariyantang saranang Sakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditthiko Akaliko Yehipasiko Opanayiko Pachatang Veditabo Vinyo Hiti Namo Tasani Anika Sadhamasa Echa Dhamma Deda Echa Dhamma Chopana Nami Sabadana Time Saranaganyang Dhammo Me Saranang Marayetena Sajavajena Jaya Mangalang Uttamang Ena Vandehang Dhamman Chadivedang Varang Dhameyo Sadhammo Kamadudang Mamang Dhamang Yavani Bana Pariyantang Saranang Supadipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Jupadipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Padipanno Savaka Sangho Samichi Padipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Jatari Purisa Yogani Artha Ganaye Savagavato Savaka Sangho Huneyo Bahuneyo Dakineyo Anjali Karaniyo Notarang Punyaketang Lokasati Namo Sathari Abhagalama Sangha Sayecha Sangha Echa Sangha Nagata Pachopana Jaya Sangha Madana Time Sarana Sangha Me Saranang Varang Etena Sajavajena Hotu Te Jaya Mangalang Uttamang Ena Dehang Sanghang Chadivedottamang Sangheyo Kalito Doso Sangho Kamadudang Mama Sanghang Yavani Bana Pariyantang Saranang Evang Buddham Sarantanang Dhammang Sabikavo Vayang Vajang Vidathang Valo Mahang Sonane Sati Ganasara Paditena Devena Tamotang Sina Dilokadipang Sambuddhang Tamonudang Andasambharayotena Dhupena Hang Sugandhena Pujaye Pujaniyanta Pujavajanamatamang Managandha Gunapetang Etang Asantati Pujayami Muninda Sasiri Pada Sarorule Pujami Buddhang Napunyena Metena Jahatumokang Kopang Milaya Tiyadaya Dhamme Kayo Tathaya Tivinasabhava Nirodha Samapatito Vadaya Dvani Sinasa Viha Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasvaya Mina Devena Dhupena Pupena Pujami สันตานังปะโตปะนังทุกขันธังทุสันตานังปะปุณิสติวะเมวะสัพเพสังขารายานิจจาสัพเพสังขาราทุกขาสัพเพธัมมายานาตาติอิมายาธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปติยาบุตังอิมายาธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปติยาธัมมังอิมายาธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปติยาสังฆังวันดามิเชติยังสัพพังสัพพทานิสุปฏิทิตังสาริริกธาโตมหาโพธิงโพธรูปังยัสสะโมเลนิเสโนภาสัพพะเรวิจยังกาปะโตสัพพัญโยตังสัทธาวันเดตังโอดิปาตปังอิเมเยเตมหาโพธิอปุจิตายะหังปิเตนะมาสามิโพธิราชานะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตวิปัสสิปฏิวาหายาสัพพสัมปติเสติยาสัพพทุกขังวินาศายาสัพพพายังวินาศายาปริตังกังวนา มุนิราจาสสุนันตสักขโมกขังธัมมะสวเนกาโลยังวดันตาธัมมาสวเนกาโลยังวดันตาธัมมาสวเนกาโลยังวดันตาปริตาสวเนกาโลยังวดันตานะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะยานิตาโพธานิสัมมากัตตานิภมานิวายานิวันตลิเกสัพเพปะโพธาสุโธปิสักขะเจสุนันโตภาสิตังตัสมาพุทธานิสัมเมตสัพเพเมตังกโรตมนุสยาปัจจยานิวาจราโตจะหรันติเอวะลิงตัสมาวิเนราคตยาปมาตายังกิจเบตังอิดาบาหุรังมาสักเกสุวายังรัตนังปเนตังนโนสมังอาทิตถากเตนะอิดังปิบุตเตรัตนังปเนตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุปฏิหตโตอายังเมรากังอมตังปเนตังยะถาเจกะสักยมณีสมาหิโตนะเตนะธัมเมนะสมาธิกินเจตัมปิธัมเมรัตนังปเนตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะ สุภาเทหะดังกุทัสเสทปริวาญาเยสุเจสมาธิมานะตาริกาญามาหุสมาธินาเตนะสมนาเวจเนตัมเปธัมเมรัตนังปเนตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุภาเทหะเอปกะลายาตสะตังปัสสัทธาชาตาริตานิโยกานิหันติเตระกิเนยวกายเตสุเดนานิมหาภลานิรัมปิสังเขรัตนังปเนตังเอเตนะเชนะสุวัติหะโตเอสุปโยตามนัสสาทะเลนะเนกามิโนโกตมัสสาสนัมหิเตปาติปาตายมตะเมฆายาลาธามุทานิบุติมุญญมานาดัมปิสังเขตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุภาเทหะโตยะเทนตะเกโลปัฏฐาเวงสิโตสิยาตโตเบภะเทหิยสัมปะกัมปิโยตโทปะมังสัพพิสัมปทามิโยอริยสัจจานิยเภจปัสสะเตธัมปิสังเขรัตนังปเนตังเอเตนะเชนะสุภาเทหะโตเออริยสัจจานิวิภาวยันติกัมเภรปัญญนะสุเดสิตานิเกณชาปิเตหันติปุสัพพมาตานาเตภาวังอาธรรมังอาเดยันติธัมปิสังเขรัตนังปเนตังเชนะสุภาเทหะโตสหวาสดาสนะสัมปดายาตายาสุธัมมาจหิตาภวันติสักกายะเดเทเวเทเกชิตัญชาสีลาปตังวาเมยดาติเกณเจจโตปายเจเวปโมโตชะชาเวดานานิอภาโภกาตุงเอดัมปิสังเขรัตนังปเนตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุภาเทหะโตเกณชาเปโสกามังกโรติปาปกังกายเนวาจาวายภาปุสุตัสสะปฏิชาดายายภาปตาเดกปตาสวุตตะเอดัมปิสังเขรัตนังปเนตังเอเตนะเชนะสวัสติหะโตวนาปะกมเมยทาภุสิตาเกเยมานะมาเสปัทมาสมิเกมเหตโทปะมังธัมมวรังเดสายเนปานกามิปารมังอิตายายดัมปิบุเทรัตนังปเนตังเชนะสุวัตถิหะโตวโรวรัญโยวรโดวราหะโรยโนตโรธัมมวรังอเดสายดัมปิบุเทรัตนังปเน na subhati ado kinam paranam navagnati sambhavang vera gaceta ayati ke bhamasming kena vijaya viroli chandane pante dhera yathayam kadevo edam pisanghe ratanam panetam nasuvati hoto yani dhamodani yani mahandalike eva mano sabujidam godam namasama subhati hoto yani dhamodani samagadani mamani vaya nimandalike tathagadam deva mano sabujidam dhammam nama sama subhati hoto yani dhamodani samagadani mamani vaya nimandalike tathagadam deva mano sabujidam dhammam sama subhati hoto edena sacha vajena sodhite badayedena sacha vajena sabaduka vinasado edena chavajena sabhavaya vinasado edena sachavajena sabaroga vinasado edena chavajena hotu te jaya mangalam edena sachavajena vadu te ratanadayam sabedya vibhajanto sabarogo vinasado mate Tvantaraya sukete gaya gavava bhavatu sabamangala rakhantu sabadevata sabavadano sada sote bhavantu devavatu Vamangala rakhantu sabadevata sabadhammano bhavena sada sote bhavantu devavatu Kala rakhantu sabadevata sabasanghano bhavena sada sote bhavantu te nakataya kabodana gavagahanivarana paretasa no bhavena hantu devadave devo vasadu kalena sasasamba vedo cha vedo bhavadu loka charaja bhavadu dhammika yang dhunimita avamangalam chaya jamana vasakuna sasato papagahodo sabinanga kandam modano vabena vena samendo yang dhunimitang avamangalam chaya jamana Baba Sattha Matha Devanagamaya Deka Punyandang Anumade Dvajirang Rakhanto Sasana Aga Sattha Matha Devanagamaya Deka Punyandang Anumade Dvajirang Rakhanto Desanang Aga Sattha Matha Devanagamahedeka Punyana Anumode Dvajira Rakhanto Mang Parang Etavattachamehe Sambhadang Punya Sampadang Tapedeva Anumodanto Sabha Sampati Siddhya Ettavatachamehi Sambhadang Punya Sampadang Sabhe Bhuta Anumodanto Sabha Sampati Siddhya Ettavatachamehi Sambhadang Punya Sampadang Sabhe Numodanto Sabha Sampati Siddhya Nibbana Sampati Siddhya Edang Nyatinang Hodo Sukhitang Nyataya Edang Nyatinang Hodo Sukhitang Nyataya Edang Nyatinang Hodo Sukhitang Nyataya Sabbe Buddha Vala Pata Pachekana Chayam Valang Arahantanan Chadejena Rakhang Andhami Sabaso Sabbe Dhamma Vala Pataya Riya Sajana Chayam Valang Dhamma Chakasadejena Rakhang Manami Sabaso Sabbe Sangha Vala Pata Vimatana Chayang Malang Sasanasa Rakang Manami Sabaso Gayena Vacha Chetena Pamadena Maya Katanga Chayang Kamami Bhante Bodhibanya Tathagata Kayena Vacha Chetena Pamadena Maya Katanga Chaya Kamami Dhamma Sandipika Kaliko Kayena Vacha Chetena Pamadena Maya Katanga Chaya Kamami Sangha Punya Ketang Anuttaram Imena Punya Kamena Mame Vala Samagamo Sadang Samagamo Hodo Yavane Banapatiya Vedang Me Punya Kamang Asavakkayang Vahang Hodo Sabadukang Pamachado Nibbana Sapachaya Hodo Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, homage to the Perfect One, homage to the Supremely Enlightened One, homage at the holy feet of our respected teacher, Puja Bhadavantiji, homage to our Kasavabantiji, our abbot and president of Mahmudi Society, homage to Amokha Bhante, homage to the Bhikkhu Sangha, and dear venerable monks, blessings and metta to all the upasakas and upasikas and Dhamma friends. Once again, a very hearty welcome to the Sunday morning Dhamma program. As usual, we have again come together to learn, to practice, and to realize the teachings of the Buddha. As the Buddha says, Yam kinchi ratanam loke vijjati vividhaputu ratanam buddhang samam nati tasma sothi bhavantute. Whatever great wealth and treasures there may be in this world, the jewels of the Buddha, similarly the Dhamma Ratana, the jewels of the Dhamma, and the Sangha Ratana, the jewels of Sangha, they are incomparable jewels in this entire universe. So we have great opportunity, a great fortune to come together and to get this chance to listen to the Dhamma and practice these wonderful teachings in our life. And at a time like this, when we are all going through a very tough situations, unprecedented challenges we are facing because of this COVID virus, which has struck India and also throughout the globe so badly, and people are really helpless and suffering. And in this time, the medicines of the Dhamma is very, very important. So let us all keep our mind firm and established in the Dhamma. Let us make our mind strong so that we can face this challenging situation and come out of danger very soon. So with this, I now request all of you to upasakas who are online, because here in our monastery also we have lockdown and looking at the situations, and our upasakas and upasikas are at homes. We hope that you must be very safe at your home. Please take the Tisarana and Panchashila from your home. I will request Amokha Bhante to give you the Panchashila.
That one. Okay, all Upasaka and Upasika online. So please repeat after me to take Benchati Sarana and Bencha Sila. Okasa Vandami Bande Taratena Katang Sabang Abaradang Kamatami Bande Tudiyam Biokasa Vandami Bande Taratena Katang Sabang Abaradang Kamatami Bande
Tatiyampi okasa Vandami bande Dharadena katang Sabang aparadang Kamatame bande Anukambang ubadaya Kamami kamidaban sukino bondu Amabandi bolo. Okay, now Silayachana. Hambandi Tisaranina saha Bancha silang Dhammaya chami Anugang gadwa Silandita Mebandi Tudiyambi Ambandi Tisaranina saha Bancha silang Dhammaya chami Anugang gadwa Silandita Mebandi Tatiyambi Hambandi Tisaranina saha Bancha silang Dhammaya chami Nogahang katwa Silandita Mebandi Yamangarami Dangwarita Amabandi. Okay, Namo Tassa 3 times repeat. No? Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Tisarana Gamanam Paribhavana Amabandi Bono Panadi Bata Viramani Sikhabaram Samadhiyami Adena Dana Viramani Sikhabaram Samadhiyami Kamesu Mechachara Viramani Sikhabaram Samadhiyami Musawada Viramani Sikhabaram Samadhiyami Suramiraya Mejjabamadatthana Viramani Sikhabaram samadhiyami tisarane sa bencha silan dhamman sarukan surakitan kato appamadena silan sambadeta.
Thank you. Panchashila to our Upasakas and Upasikas. Thank you very much, Bhante. Now, you all have offered the puja and recollected the qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and now you got established in Panchashila. Now let us meditate for some time. I request Venerable Sugatananda Bhante to guide today's meditation session.
Listen.
Bhante
Bhante Goda. Sugatananda. So now it is time to practice meditation, to make our heart peaceful, going back to our home, the peacefulness of our heart, which is our real home. So be aware of this moment with gentle awareness, gentle mindfulness. You can feel the body for some moments from head to feet, bringing your awareness, gentle awareness to the body, knowing the body as it is, whatever you may feel, lightness, heaviness, heat or cold, pleasant or unpleasant sensations, knowing them, being aware, not trying to change. Gradually calming down the bodily formations. Similarly with the mind, thoughts and emotions, feelings, satisfactions or dissatisfactions, being aware with this gentle awareness, knowing them, but not trying to change, not clinging, letting things go, letting the bodily phenomena as it is, letting the mental phenomena as it is, letting them go. Not trying to think, this is my body, this is my mind. Not imagining, not perceiving anything, just knowing. Not trying to perceive through any ignorance, knowing the things as they are, the bodily phenomena as it is, the mental phenomena as it is. When we can stay with this present moment, peaceful, gentle awareness, which is sati, mindfulness, then our mind will calm down, will not be disturbed, will stay with knowing. So we are training the mind to be the one who knows but does not cling, the awareness that knows but does not cling, does not become obsessed with things, good or bad. When the mind becomes peaceful, then you may watch the breath breathing in and out for some time. When you are breathing in, be aware of the in-breath. When you are breathing out, be aware of the out-breath. Just this much, knowing the in-breath as it is, out-breath as it is. Now with this peaceful mind, radiate loving kindness towards yourself. May I be peaceful and happy, free from all dangers and suffering. Similarly, radiate the thoughts of loving kindness and goodwill towards all living beings in this entire universe. May all living beings be peaceful and happy. May all living beings be free from all dangers and suffering. Now you may slowly open your eyes.
Thank you so much, Venerable Bhante Sugatananda, for leading and guiding you all to this so beautifully to this meditation session. Meditation is a medication for the ill mind. And having done this meditation, I hope that you all have experienced the calmness and tranquility of mind and developed the positivity in your life. So now it is the time to listen and discuss the Dhamma. So let me begin today's Dhamma talk by paying my homage to the Triple Gem. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Triple Gem, homage to the holy feet of our teacher, Most Venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita Vadebhanti, homage to Kasabante, homage to the Bhikkhu Sangha, homage to all the members of Mahasangha, and metta to our dear Samyaras and Anagarikas, blessings to all the Upasakas and Upasikas who are joining this program online. As we have been talking about the Dhamma medicine, which is very, very important at this critical time of humanity. Today's topic would be at how we should apply this Dhamma Osada in order to overcome the physical illness and the mental illness. That the Buddha's teachings is capable enough to liberate the human beings from the ills, all the illness of this samsaric existence. The Buddha's teaching can lead us to the cessation of all the suffering of continued existence, the suffering of birth, the suffering of old age, sickness and death, and the rebirth again. So the Buddha says in one of the sutta, Mahajayamangala Gatha, he says, Osadang samang buddhang nati, Sakkatva buddha ratanang, Osadang buddhang samang nati, Osadang dhammang samang nati, and Osadang sanghang samang nati. There is no equal medicines than the Buddha himself, and then the Dhamma and the Sangha. So we are very fortunate, very blessed that we have got this precious Dhamma to contemplate, to engage in the practice of the Dhamma. As we are now confined to our homes, we are restricted for going out, we are restricted from traveling all the time at our homes. What should you do now? Is it not possible to grow in goodness and skillfulness in this point of time? The Buddha's teaching gives us hope so that we can practice Dhamma and grow in goodness, in skillfulness, in Kushala. The birth and death and sickness are there. This is the universal phenomenon. It was there before the Buddha. It was there at the time of the Buddha. But the Buddha discovered this path, the path to liberation, this supreme path which can take us to supreme bliss of happiness, to Nibbana. So now we will discuss that how we should grow in goodness during this pandemic. We are all afraid of, nobody wants to be sick, nobody wants to get the COVID, right? Yes, at this time what we should do, we actually can convert this situation to grow in blessings, to grow in goodness. How we should do that? That should be the topic of our discussion. Now the Buddha says in many occasions that Attanang rakhanto parang rakhanto attanang rakhanti. Attanang rakhanto, one who protects himself. Attanang rakhanto, parang rakhati, he protects others. Parang rakhanto, one who protects others, indeed he protects himself. So how then we can protect ourselves? By applying the Dhamma in our life. You see, now the first thing is that at this time, we actually have to be more restrained and more disciplined in our practice of Sila. The Sila Dhamma, we should be disciplined and restrained to our body, speech and mind. We should be more mindful of our own actions, be it a social distancing, or be it using a mask, or sanitizing our hands. All these things are part of the discipline. if we follow this, the Sila Dhamma, this good conduct, then surely we protect ourselves. And once we protect ourselves and we become so responsible that we know that because of me, others will not get, this virus will not spread to others. So this is a simple thing we can follow at your house, wherever we are, be it in the family, be in the society. Be more responsible, be more sincere, be truthful to yourself. So by following the Sila Dhamma, we protect ourselves. Sila actually go away with the unwholesome things, and it helps us to develop the wholesome things. Now at this time, the greater good we can do to ourselves is by protecting ourselves, by guarding ourselves heedfully, so that we are protected and this virus sooner spread to others. So in the first step, we follow the Sila Dhamma. So we have to fight with this and keep our mind peaceful at this time. And the next step, we actually need the practice of metta, loving kindness, universal love and kindness, so much so that we have never been feel that we need metta so much at this time. Actually, the metta, the practice of loving kindness, they hold of this earth, they protect us. Imagine if this world is absence of loving kindness, not caring and sharing for each other, that it is impossible to exist in this Mother Earth. With this earth being our home, we are so much interconnected that we have to radiate metta through our actions, through our speech, and through our mind. Metta can be radiated as a monokamma, as a kaya kamma, and also as a vachikamma. Now, how this practice of metta, in fact, it helps us to strengthen our morality. Metta and loving kindness, it's keeping us to keep our sila, this metta practice very helpful. So metta can practice as a sila dhamma, metta can be practiced as a practical application into our lives. Because we all want happiness, we all want to be safe and healthy. So also we wish that may our family be safe and healthy. May our society, our friends, our near and dear ones be safe and protected. So also the entire world. So the simple way to practice is this wonderful thing, Dhamma quality, loving kindness, is caring and sharing. And not to be so much of selfish, but you have to practice the self-sacrifice. In whatever possible way, you can render a service, you can extend your helping hand through your body, through your speech, or if not, through your mind, so that you can give a thoughts of goodwill to others. So, metta means the wish of may all beings be happy. That is the wish of metta. Whereas karuna, it is the wish that may all beings be free from suffering. So at one hand, you don't want to incur or don't want to harm any beings so that the beings, others may get hurt or suffer because of our action. So if I practice true metta to yourself first, unless and until you are happy, you cannot share the happiness. with others, right? Just like from one candle, we can share the light. We can lighten up so many lamps, so many candles. Similarly, if your heart is not imbued with happiness, with metta, it's difficult to share with others. So to protect oneself, you have to practice metta at your personal level first. And then you extend that metta to your society, to your family, to your near and dear one, to your society, to wherever you are living, and to the whole country, to the nation, and to the whole world. So in this way, we can protect ourselves first. And when you protect ourselves, we protect others. Now, in this time, actually, sometimes people become so greedy. Like the pandemic has struck, and we are grouping into this situation. We are looking for vaccines, looking for some medicines, some help. But there are genuine people, they actually helps. But at the same time, there are some greedy people, they have different motives. They try to exploit the people. They try to make use of the situations in a wrong way. They try to go after money in going to any extremes. Sheer out of craving, sheer out of greed, they may go to any extremes. They may exploit the people. But at this time, the qualities of contentment is very much required. We have to be very contented. Well, whatever we have, we got the medicines, we got the vaccines. If it is possible on our part, we can support others, not holding off, not store off the things more than what we need. This quality of contentment actually is very, very important. And this is indeed, the Buddha says, Santutti Paramang Dhanang. Contentment is a wealth. But this practice of contentment is very much necessary at this time. Okay, now going further, how we can apply the Dhamma again? Now we have to use our mindfulness, our heedfulness to protect ourselves. Now the mindfulness, sati, is the very heart of Buddha's teaching, or heedfulness. So, taking these situations, you can practice meditation and develop sati, because mind is very important. You have to keep your mind very healthy and peaceful, immune. You have to keep your mind immune and strong. What you are doing for your mind then? Are you practicing sati, meditation at your homes? If you don't have anything to do, just sit down. Watch your breath. If you're walking, be mindful of your steps. Or if you're working, then you be mindful of your actions, what you're doing. In this way, when you are actually being mindful of your emotions, of your actions, of your thoughts, whatever is going on, or any sense impressions, whatever things you are experiencing through your body, through your feelings, through your mental, um, as mental states. So being mindful, then you develop actually a kind of power, a kind of spiritual power within. And that spiritual power really supports us, it protects us and makes us strong inside. And when your mind is very strong, then you can face these difficult times, and then you can overcome it. So so you see here, this kushala, this skillfulness through our mind. Through development of bhavana, we can grow in goodness, we can grow in skillful way. Then you can handle the situation more skillfully. That is why the Buddha says there is no, O monks, there is no greater medicines than the Dhamma. Let aside this pandemic which has come maybe after so many years, in 50 or 70 years, we have not heard about this pandemic. But this is not a new thing. This was there even in the Buddha's time. When the city of Vaishali was struck with this epidemic, a very frightening and fearful epidemic. And when the city of Vaishali, they invited the Buddha and they recited Ratana Sutta, and they all contemplated on the virtues and supreme qualities of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. And by the sheer virtues and of Buddha, his noble teaching and the Sangha, and they could able to overcome this. And this epidemic subsides and comes to normal. So if you don't have anything to do, then chant. You can chant Ratana Sutta every day. Chant. You will see. You will have the positive energy at your homes. And you chant and share the merits with the beloved ones. You do meditation. Keep your mind strong and safe. Not only safe from this virus, but also the real virus which is sitting there in your mind. That is the kilesas, the mind defilements. They are all the time, they're attacking this mind and making it so disturbed. So you have to take care of your mind from the outside, external virus and also the internal virus. Well, now you experience this virus, and this is the time actually you have to go within, look inward the mind, and just take the challenge for yourself. And how strong am I? Am I really strong to keep our mind calm and peaceful at this time? So when you think that I'm really tested very badly at this time, this is the real testing. So, attanang rakhanto parang rakhati. Then how you protect, you by practicing meditation, the practicing mindfulness, you can actually protect yourself. And that is how the Buddha teaches. That is, Dhamma medicine is the highest medicines. The Dhamma wealth is the highest wealth. Don't think that if your relatives are, someone is sick or you lost your wealth, you lost many things, because in India the situation is really very serious now. Every day the cases are super spreading and the death rates are going up. So the wealth of Dhamma is with us. This therapy, this Dhamma medicines is with us. So let us use this Dhamma as a real protections in our life. Now our prayers in our monasteries also, we are taking all precautions. Some of our monks also, they got contacted with COVID, but they are recovering with the blessings, with the grace of Triple Zem, with all the goodness which our monks they have been doing, with that kushala karma, with that punya, they are all recovering. So another aspects of applying the Dhamma is growing in understanding the nature of its phenomena, nature of our own existence. Well, the birth is, once you are born, then this sickness and death is bound to come. Imagine that if we were not born here, then how is sickness will not have come to us? Jati dhammomi jaranganati. When there is birth, then this world is bound to come. And when there is birth, there is sickness bound to come. Actually, in fact, when you breathe in and out, you know that this we are actually dying moment to moment, every moment. We take in breath and then we breathe out, and the very next moment you have to breathe in. And this shows that the arising and passing away, we are every moment we are being born and we are dying. And these things happening so fast, ceaselessly, this is happening moment to moment. So then the sickness is there. Maybe we have a new kind of virus now, but there are numerous and number of other sicknesses are there. And how many people are dying because of so many other diseases. So taking the reflection from this, you can develop some deeper understanding of the Dhamma. You can have deeper understanding of the Dhamma, of the universal fact of suffering, a dukkha. Sickness is universal. So when this sickness and death is universal, then it is wise to develop our wisdom to know that things are impermanent. And whatever is impermanent, that is not going to last forever with us. This body is changing, and that is why it is not permanent as such. It is changing all the time. And when you develop this understanding of realities of our life, then your mind will not be weak. Actually, you'll get the real freedom. You will come out of fear. You'll come out of these dangers, insecurity, lot of stress. So developing wisdom again, we can protect ourselves. This is the time for not to argue, not to blame somebody. This is the time to live wisely and to develop our wisdom in our lives. So developing wisdom, we can face the situation not with fearful mind, not with anxiety, not with stress. We can fear the situations with real understanding, with real wisdom in our life. So in this point of time, that we should not have to argue with others, we should not blame, but time to practice the Dhamma, so that we can take these things, we can convert these challenging situations into something blessings. How many of us have really thought about that this virus will struck one day and we will all be stand still? And this virus has no boundary, no, no entity or no passport, no visa. It can spread anywhere and it has gone throughout the globe. It's a global pandemic now, epidemic. So the time has come for us to reflect within our hearts, to give time for ourselves, to give time for our loved ones, to our families, to give time for our near and dear ones, to our relatives, to care for them, to support them, to sacrifice for them, to help them in whatever possible way we can. And to our country and to the whole world. So how we should do that? Just now I explained to you the Dhamma, the qualities of the. First of all, we have to develop our faith and take refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, as they are the highest refuge. If you don't have any refuge in this world, then the refuge is the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. And then follow the Sila Dhamma. When you follow the Sila Dhamma, then actually you become so concerned and careful and kindful to others. You practice metta through your body, speech, and mind. You practice kindness to relieve the other sufferings. For example, if you are not sick, if you are not really very serious, then some people are so much scared, and even though they are very healthy, but still they want to get admitted in the hospital. They want to get the vaccines. Yes, that is necessary if you want to protect yourself. But if you are really healthy, then you should not be an unnecessary burden to the medical staff, to the nurses, to the doctors. Have concern for them. Protect yourself. And when you keep yourself healthy, then actually you are kindful to others. Through you, you are supporting others. That is so wonderful thing. Through your actions, you are supporting others. Through your speech, if you limit your speech, then you cannot transmit the virus to others. Use a mask, follow cleanliness in your life. So kindfulness and then the metta, the practice of metta, is real Dhamma medicines at this time. And then you go to follow the contentment. There was a time when you have plenty of things available now. But now to survive, to be safe, to live healthy, that is more important. So being contented is a wonderful thing. So when you are contented with your basic needs, then you are actually helping others. And then the third step, the fourth quality, as I told you about the practice of mindfulness and developing wisdom and understanding. We don't know how much time we have with us. We may get coronavirus and we may die at any point of time. We are healthy now, but we don't know what will happen to us. So the time with us, as much the time with us, we have to use it wisely. We have to use it in cultivating the goodness, cultivating the kusala dhamma, not the akusalas. If you cultivate the akusalas, then you actually becomes more weak. You are not immune. Your mind will become weak, and so also you physically becomes weak. And when you are weak both mentally and physically, then this virus will get a chance. You see? So let us apply the medicines of the Dhamma which the Buddha have taught us out of boundless compassion. The Buddha have taught us this precious Dhamma. It should be used, it should be applied to face this critical and challenging and suffering situation. Now, we actually can develop, there are even more deeper dhammas, like the factors of enlightenment. If you use this situation, if you are really a good meditator, you can strengthen your spiritual faculties, like sati, mindfulness, then dhamma vichaya, investigation of the dhamma, virya, efforts, you can strengthen your efforts, the efforts to restrain, the efforts of letting go, abandoning unwholesome things, efforts to cultivate the goodness, and efforts to maintain and protect those goodness. Then you can bring in the joy, the faculty of joy in your goodness. You must have done the good things in your life. Remember all the good things you have done. When you practice meditations, the greater goodness you can cultivate. And when you are developing, cultivating meditation, then piti, the rapture will come. You feel lightness, you feel coolness in the mind. Then develop the qualities of tranquility. A tranquility will not come through the body, it is the mental factors, it's the mental qualities. It's just a very wholesome mental states, wholesome factors. So the more you are joyous, the more you are raptured, then you grow in tranquility. And in concentrations, you develop concentration. Instead of restlessness, instead of worrying, instead of all those things, why don't we meditate and develop the concentration? Then we have the qualities of upekha, equanimity. So remain equanimous. And equanimity is a really very great quality. And this will not come just by merely saying, it will come by your own practice. Remaining balanced in the situations, whether any kind of situation, any kind of extreme situations, we can still maintain the balance of mind. And that is a very wonderful quality of upekha. So these are deeper dhammas we can still develop during these pandemic times. So today's discourse is all about practical application of Dhamma, how to use these Dhamma medicines to be safe and healthy. So may you all be safe and protected. May you all grow in the path of Dhamma and blessings. May the blessings of Buddha Dhamma Sangha, the blessings of Madhvantis and all the enlightened great masters be with you all. May the blessings of the noble Sangha be with you all. May you all be safe and protected and come out of this danger very soon. Sukhi Hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Blessing enough, whenever. तो हम लोग भगवती सब मंगल बोलने से ठीक होगा है ना सभी थियो अभिवादन बोलने से भी हो जाएगा ना उसके बाद फिर खत्म करेंगे उसके बाद कंक्लूड कर देंगे ना So you all have listened to Dhamma Deshana. I hope you have understood this message. That keep it in your mind and practice it. Now we have blessings. In fact, everybody needs blessings, and throughout we got everyday requests for pujas and blessings and sharing the merits. Because as you know, every day many people are suffering from COVID, and some of them have already they passed away. So today we Upasaka Umasankar and Dr. Vidya and whole family in Delhi, they have requested the Sangha for blessings, and Dr. Jayaprakash's family also, as they got COVID. So now um, all the Bantis now bless to this family. Sabbitiyo vivachantu saparogo vinasatu mate bhavattu antarayo sukhi dikhayo bhava avivadana silesa nityam buddha pachayino Chattaro Dhamma Vardhanti Ayuvanno Sukham Balam Ayurarogya Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevacha Adho Nibbana Sampatti Iminate Samichatuti Sadhu, sadhu. May, by the blessings of Triple Gem, blessings of Bhadabhante and the Bhikkhu Sangha, the family of Uma Sankar and Dr. Vidya's family in Delhi and Dr. Jayaprakash's family in Bangalore, as they all have got COVID. May you all come out of this COVID very soon. May you be healthy and strong, and may you progress on the path of Dhamma and blessings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So here we conclude. खत्म करेंगे Venerable. खत्म कर देंगे है ना कन्नड़ डिस्कोर्स है ना तो होगा होना चाहिए नहीं अनुमति अनाउंस करो क्या अनाउंस करना है क्या So, okay, we'll have the Kannada discourse, but I'm not sure that Anand Bante is also not feeling well. We will keep you updated if there is Kannada, our Dhamma speaker is there, then we'll arrange the Kannada discourse at 12:30, from 12:30 to 1:30. There will be Kannada discourse. So we will be going live again at 12:30. So today we conclude the Dhamma discourse here with the Metta chanting. Sukhi bhaveya nidukho aham nica aham viya hitacha me sukhi hontu machatha chathavelino imam higamam ketam hi Satahantu Sukhi Sada Tato Parancha Rajesu Chakavale Sujantuno Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. So with these thoughts of metta, we wish that may you all be well and happy. Please take care of yourself, stay safe and healthy, and we will meet again in the next Sunday at the same time around 9:30. Until then, please take care. Namo Buddhaya. Sadhu, sadhu.